vezes atrapalha.
Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked. It's locked.
E esse Mary? Como é que você tá? Tranquilo? Negócio cabuloso isso. Morreu, filho da mãe. Como é que tá as coisas? Boa noite a todos, bem-vindos.
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Miserável. Jogando o que esse merda? Oi, Fefe. Como é que você tá? Precisar de sua ajuda, Fê. Meu áudio está bom? Tá, obrigado. Nada, comprei ainda não, Fê. É o fone do celular. Eu não uso fone no celular. Pra ser sincero, eu quase não uso celular. O trabalho eu deixo guardado, aí eu peguei. Já que o outro deu problema, eu vou demorar uns dias, sabe? Pra comprar. Mas em breve eu vou comprar. Porque o do celular é bom que ele desliga. Esse não tem como você desligar não. Como tá. Vambora, não tem sangue não, senão os caras vão me matar. Black Fraud. É isso mesmo, Fê. É mais ou menos, Fê. Eu queria que fosse um joguinho online pra gente jogar. Algo novo. O outro no Genshin eu não entrei porque é pra jogar sozinho. Mas é bonzinho, sabe? Esse jogo não é ruim não. Mas eu ainda preferi um joguinho online pra gente jogar. O Red é bonzinho, mas ele cansou. Deixa eu ver se é uma profissão nova, algo melhor. Dá susto não, Fê. Poxa, dá nada. Ele é sem susto. Tem os bichinhos, como você viu há pouco, você sai matando. Ó, não dá susto não. O que eu acho ruim dele é que às vezes os loads demora muito, sabe? É o que eu acho chato. Mas ele é bonzinho. É tipo um pequeno RPG. Você tem que ir upando, melhorando. Deixa eu te mostrar o menu. Eu ainda tô doidinho dentro do menu. Que é você onde bota as armas. Você tem que ir coletando um sangue. Eu acho que é isso. Aqui, ó, as habilidades. Você vai conseguindo. Esse que é quando mata, eu ainda não entendi. Eu ainda tô entendendo. Acho que eu tava vendo, né? Precisa curar algumas pessoas. Aí eu tô procurando pegar um material para curar. Ah, Fê, eu entendi agora. Eu também tô precisando. Tô precisando curar essa fadiga também. Lívia, foi embora já, Fê? Faz falta, né? Só acostuma. Quantos dias ela passou aí com você? Meu irmão passou, acho que 3 dias. Eu fiquei deprimido, um pouco deprimido quando ele foi embora. Faz uma falta, né? A pessoa acostuma com a presença em casa. Eu, nesse tempo que ele estava aqui, ele zerou o tratamento para fadiga, pra fazer isso. Ele zerou o... Como é o nome do jogo? O Shadow of the Colossus. Eu passei uns 2 dias, toda vez que eu abria, eu ligava o PlayStation que via, eu tava lembrando dele. Fez. Isso não. Eu ainda tô entendendo esse jogo, filho. Eu ainda tô voando.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
E o Assassin's Creed, filho? Já tá um pouco limpo mesmo. Ô, Cimera, é bonzinho esse jogo. Eu já comprei um gift card hoje. Mas hoje ele não, acho que só libera amanhã, né? Pra eu já comprar o Valhalla. Pra me fazer live. Quando é que lança? Dia 10. Hoje é 8, terça-feira. Mas dá pra fazer o download já no dia da...
Good evening, miss.
Um dia antes.
I'm Dr. Reed.
Um dia antes pode fazer. Aí eu vou fazer live dele.
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal.
Eu vi só um pouquinho, uma prévia.
And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Só um pouquinho, sabe? O cara mostrando os gráficos, eu não quis ver muito não, pra ter a surpresa. Mas eu vi o load é maior do que o...
Do you require my services,
Maior do que Odyssey ainda. E o load de Odyssey é demorado. Mais de 1 minuto o load.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
I see.
Fez as diárias, Fê, do Red.
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cottard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional.
Obrigado pela inscrição, Fê.
Petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality.
Tô voando, ainda
And you
tô...
think it is I who am delusional.
Ontem quase que eu não faço, Fê.
I'll leave you.
As diárias, viajei pra
to your nocturnal activity.
outra estrada. Eu cheguei cansado. Quase 200 quilômetros de motocicleta, cheguei em casa morto.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Down, my boy.
I cannot enter.
entender essa questão desse sangue. Descansar para evoluir. Deixa eu ver onde é o quarto. Valeu, Fê. Obrigado pela presença e pela inscrição. Vai jogar outra coisa? Já melhorou.
It's locked.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Thank you. But I'd rather you didn't speak so lightly about my condition. There is nothing I find amusing about this situation.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in. It's locked, all right. Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of pustulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
It seems I'm the butt of a joke, or pigeon of a con. Dr. Swansea might have told me who I was going to meet.
I know you're a man of action, Doctor, but take a moment to contemplate the terrain. In this war, discretion is both weapon and shield.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but a rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that
Oi,
I too
Leo.
know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
Boa noite, Leo. Como é
In
que você
all
tá?
honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion.
Eu vou dar uma
It seems
melhorada
you're a
agora, Leo.
specialist in the domain.
Obrigado
I'll take care.
por vir para me ajudar. Vamos lá, seu.
Well, a voice never lies, and yours clearly is the voice of a gentleman.
Estou bem, Leo.
Do you know where I should start?
If
Lá,
that was
rapidinho,
the case,
configurações, ele
I'd
dá
settle
uma
the
mexida
matter
no meu
myself.
microfone. Deixa eu pausar aqui para não atrapalhar o diálogo.
You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about
E aí,
it.
Leo, melhorou mais?
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your
Só não sei
discretion,
como ficou minha
but
voz.
I
E
do
aí,
fear
falou?
your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
O meu áudio. Eliu, deu uma melhorada.
Disgust on every street corner. The daily routes.
Tava muito alta, eu dei uma baixada.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Melhorou, Liu.
Wait.
Mais um pouco.
You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine.
Melhorou, Liu, o áudio.
The nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them. Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Effect on me, but the suffering continues. So many deaths. A lot of my own life.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
É meio louco, Leo. Como minha voz melhorou, Leo? Eu tinha baixado, Leo, tava captando muito som externo, entendeu? Preciso de uma aula. Tô não, Leo. Não, eu tentei essa semana. Aí o OBS deu problema. Aquele mesmo lá. Com o Streamlabs. Aí eu parei de tentar. Eu vou esperar chegar a placa. Obrigado, Leo, por perguntar aí e me lembrar também. Aí eu vou fazer, sabe, pelo OBS. Eu vou fazer o teste. Chegou não, eu verifiquei, aí vem de fora, né? Aí foi liberado, né? Pela alfândega, né? Acho que é alfândega. Se essa semana chega, eu espero que chegue.
It's locked. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor?
Tô doido pra testar, Lito. Nem imagino quanto. Vê se funciona. É bom fazendo o teste e funcionar, você compra uma pra você, né?
Pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking
about. É o Note. Ô, Leo, mas você não acha que você fazer live pelo Streamlabs, né? Não é muito pesado, não? Porque o Streamlabs no meu laptop não abre de jeito nenhum.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
É o que, Leo? Memória?
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons. After
Poxa,
the beginning of the epidemic,
o
cadavers had to be
OBS
moved to the
Studio.
nearest mass grave.
É estúdio, né? É, porque ele é tão leve, né?
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Well, ele...
Do you need medical attention?
I'm feeling all right, doctor. But perhaps it is because I too
Ele
am
roda
used
sem
to
problema,
the smell
sabe?
of the dead.
Ah, entendi. Mas eu acho que ele não tem essa possibilidade, não. Eu acho ele limitado, Leo.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Que onda. Ah. O teu é o que, Leo? Core 5, é? Estão tudo fora. Quem teve aqui é um... Ah. O Fefe tava aqui há pouco. E o Fred eu não sei não. Eu falei com... Acho que eu não falo com o Fred, tá com uns 3 dias. Caramba, Core 5. O meu é um... O meu dá até vergonha, Leo. O meu é um... Deixa eu ver aqui, viu sim? Intel Pentium. Eu falei com o Fred mesmo faz uns dias que eu entrei numa par e tava só ele e Fê. Eu joguei hoje 11 horas um pouco com os meninos, com o Porto.
It's locked.
Aí fiz algumas diárias e saí.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Às vezes eu fico perdido nesse hospital. Que filme, Leo? É bom? Faz uns dias que eu assisti filmes. Comecei a assistir uma série, mas eu achei muito estranho, Leo. American God.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
The matter of Lady Ashbury's blackmailer.
Oh, I know too much about this matter already.
I'm
I'm
not-
confident
no.
in trusting the interests and reputation of both the hospital
Amazon
and
Prime,
Our
eh?
Lady into your able hands.
I have met Lady Ashbury.
She's a fascinating woman, wouldn't you agree?
Vou ver se eu assisto depois, Leo.
Is she the true reason you recruited me? To work on her condition and addiction for blood?
Você já assistiu American Gods?
Played.
Lady Ashbury is a cherished friend of mine. I would not betray her secrets without her consent. Come to the rescue of a damsel in distress. I ask nothing more.
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
O que você achou, Leo?
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Eu achei muito, sei lá, muito doido. Comecei a assistir, aí parei, achei muito... Não entendi nada não. Vamos, quer marcar para quando? Que horas vai ser, Leo? Se não for tão tarde, eu acho que eu vou ver acompanhar o sorteio no teu canal. Eu vou te dizer amanhã se dá pra fazer na terça. Porque eu tô vendo se eu faço o Assassin's Creed. Eu já comprei o gift card, né? Só que tô esperando a liberação. Amanhã eu te falo. É bom mesmo. Mudar, né? Dar uma mudada, né, Leo? Escolhe aí um filme. Não, escolhe um. Eu gosto de terror. Algum terror, assim, não, terror não sou muito fã, não. Sim. E pronto, eu ouvi falar que esse filme é bom, tá? Esse eu queria ver, Leo. Tá, essa mansão eu queria ver. Esse da mansão é onde? Na Amazon, né? Ah, esse eu posso ver com você, que eu não tenho Netflix não. Eu tinha, mas eu cancelei.
It's locked, all right.
Eu não ligo não, Leo. Eu não ligo não. Mas seria bom a gente ver essa mansão aí. Agora eu fiquei curioso. Eu vi o pessoal falando.
I cannot enter.
Ô, Leo. Você conseguiu a meta? Oxe. Eu vou me inscrever lá agora. Eu acho que eu posso escrever lá. Espera aí. Vou dar uma paradinha aqui rapidinho. Seu canal, pô. Pois eu entro lá. Vai abrir live hoje, Leo? Ó. Sim, mas lá você conseguiu? Na Twitch, pô. Aqui na Twitch alcançado não tem a meta.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently...
Isso influencia muito, né?
Well, it's a euphemism
Influencia
that your help will
muito.
be appreciated, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Mas por que eles não estão? Chegasse a anunciar lá, Leo.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Mas será que as pessoas ainda jogam?
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Liars and thieves. Simpletons, these nurses, bred with no respect.
Mas assim, pares também atrapalha, Leo. É como você estava fazendo. Às vezes é bom, digamos, tirar pra a gente jogar de vez em quando, conversar um pouco. Mas, digamos, tá fazendo o ESO. A gente tá no Red, aí entrar em par atrapalha muito.
It's only a matter of time before the Pembroke closes its doors for good.
Can you remind me why I'm still working?
Dr. Reed will help straighten things out in Pembroke, remember? I've got no still wait to see it.
That's reassuring. Believe me, it gives me courage.
We've dodged death so many times. Can't just die like this.
É verdade, Leo. Isso aí é verdade. Você vai fazer live hoje? Vai fazer live?
Relax. Don't worry, we're safe.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Mutant Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
Live, Lil. Vai ter hoje, vai fazer.
Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survive the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is...
Você ouviu, Lil? Live, vai fazer hoje.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Don't worry, we're safe. Relax. Don't worry, we're safe.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Pena que esse jogo não é dublado.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Tá bom, vou encerrar por aqui. Obrigado pela presença. Valeu, Leo. Obrigado, Fê. Obrigado a todos que estiveram presentes. Uma boa noite, bom início de semana. Fiquem com Deus. Vou encerrar por aqui. E valeu.